Welcome to my YouTube channel Automations with Milad, and today I will teach you how to build 5 SharePoint automations that will save you hours of your manual work every week. So I have built multiple end-to-end systems that saves my client around hundreds of hours every month. What specifically this tutorial is for? This tutorial is for the people who manually move files in the SharePoint, send repetitive approvals requests, copy data between SharePoint and Excel. I will teach you how to build every automation from the scratch. So I have already built a SharePoint demo site. I have already set it up because it will save us time so we can easily create our automations. Let's get started. We have to build we need to build an automated cloud flow document approval notification. This is the name of flow. What trigger we use when file is created. This is the trigger when a file is created. Properties only in the SharePoint. Because we already have SharePoint site, so we will select the our demo site, demo automation, and then I will choose the same library name. Then we will add some delay. There is one important point why I'm adding a delay after a trigger, because this trigger is very sensitive and it runs every second. So if we don't add a delay there, it will run every second. So when we try to get file properties data from it, it don't create file there. It will throw us an error. So that's why I will add a standard 10-second delay. 10-second delay is a standard time, so you will always add 10-second delay, because if you try to add 5 second or 3 second, it will throw us an error. Then we will add get file properties by SharePoint. So we have to choose our demo automation site. Then we choose a library name, and then for ID we have to choose the ID from the dynamic content of the trigger, and that's it. So now after that, we need to add in condition. So in the condition, we have to choose status from the trigger. So in the right hand side, you just need to put pending approval. Now in the true branch, you have to send an email. Why I'm choosing send an email V2? Because it is quite simpler to add, and from beginner's perspective, it is easy to set up, and it will don't throw any error. So that's why I'm choosing. So for the subject of email, we have to put document. From the dynamic content, you will choose created by display name. What we have to put in the body? In the body, we have to put just a document. Put the name of document, file name with extension. We again choose the dynamic content, file name with extension, and for uploaded or created, you will choose the same option, created by display name, once again from the dynamic count. You have to choose everything from the trigger, because it is the trigger where everything is created by display name. There you will also choose the file name instead of who created it. And that's it for this automation, and you have to save this automation, and then we will test it. For test, you have to click on the test, and then click on manual, and then click test and the approvals. Then we need to upload a new file. I think trigger will work. We will wait a second. Trigger runs successfully. Now our automation is successful. Now I have to check my email whether or not I have received an email or not. This is the email that I have received. Document approval notification is working fine. Now we need to move towards a second automation, and that will be Teams notification for new items. Whenever any new item is created, anything is created in the task list, we will receive a notification. This is the task list that I had already created. So whenever we will add anything new in it, we will receive a notification in our Teams. Let's build that automation. I have already created a simple channel, demo automations, a general channel. So now move towards for the creation of our second cloud flow. And the name of the flow here point to teams alert. When an item is created or modified. So this is the trigger that we need to use in that automation. So after that, we need to set up our site, our task list that I had already created. Then we don't need to put any advanced option. So after that, post message in a chat or channel. We need to choose a channel because we already created a channel that I already show you. This is our channel that I have already created. Demo automation. This is a general channel. ID is demo automation that the current site that we are using, and the channel name is general. So now we have to save this flow. Now the flow is saved. Now it is recommended us to test the flow. Now we will test our flow. For the test, we will always use manual testing. Choose the manual test. Then we will move towards our task list. In the task list, we need to create a new task. This will trigger. This is trigger a flow because it's now add in a task list and a flow how it will behave. So that's it. The trigger runs successfully, and I have already received a notification. This is the message for the test purposes only. This is a simple automation, but it's very, very common and everybody is daily using Excel. This automation is basically how we sync Excel data with the SharePoint site. So I have already created a task sync sheet in which we will see how to synchronize our data with the SharePoint as well as with the Excel. So now we need to create a third automation. We need to create an automated schedule flow. We need to create a schedule cloud flow for that. The name of the flow is daily task. You have to set the duration accordingly, but currently I wanna run it for after every day. After that, you need to add an action of get items. We have to choose our demo automation site and a list. And in the advanced setting, we need to put modified. You have to put this same command in it because normally what we do when we have a large amount of data, we have to provide it a range how to filter it. But currently we don't have any data. So if we run this command, if we try to run this flow without this command, it will throw us an error. After that, we need to apply an for each loop. In the for each loop, you have to select the body of value from the get item. Inside the for each loop, you had to add a row to a table. In the location, we need to provide a site. So this is a demo automation site. The document library automatically pop up documents. The file we need to specify the folder directly. In our case, this is a sheet, so we directly specify our sheet name. The table name is, so we want this table. In the advanced option, we had to choose this date format. This is generic date format. You can choose any date format that will best suits you. In the title, we need to put title from the dynamic content and dynamic content as well. And date of creation is a person who created it. So now we need to test this flow. First, we need to save it. So now our flow is saved. Now we need to test it. We have to manually perform a test. Now we need to see how it works. So it is already running fine. It is already added a row into a table. Now need to check a sheet. So you can see it has added a data that is present in our task. So this is our task list. This is the data that is present, and it just pastes this data into it. It is just a simple automation. In that way, you can easily synchronize your Excel business to your SharePoint site. Now we move towards the fourth automation, which is one of the most important automation that everybody needs in our daily life. Like if you are a student, working professional, if you work in an office, you always need to organize. You wanna auto organize your file by type. We just need to build another automated cloud flow, and we have to see how it all works. We need to create an automated cloud flow. You have to put any name on it. For the trigger, we will use file is create. You have to take one thing in your mind when you are using any connector. Try to use the updated one. Like there are so many connectors that are depreciated in back in 2024 and 2025. So try to use the latest connector because it will help you to perform your activities correctly. Otherwise, you may see disruption in the performance data issue in the long run. If they work in the beginning, we need to select a site demo automation. Then we need to select a library. This is documents. For the first time in all of our automation, we need to select advanced options. So we don't wanna limit any column. So we use all columns. From the folders, we use a dedicated folder. So I will upload it into the uploads folder. Of course, when you are building this automation on your machine, on your laptop, or on your environment, you can use your dedicated pathway that best suits you. After that, we will always add a delay because it is a good practice. And then we add another action that is get file by properties, get file properties. And then we select a demo site, then select the library name, and then we select the ID from the dynamic content once again. For the advanced option, we need to select all the columns. After that, we will add a condition. In the condition, we need to select file name with the extension from the dynamic content. You have to take one thing in your mind that we have to select it from the get file properties, not from the trigger. And then we need to select ends with .pdf. So we will choose an action of move file. Then we need to select a site once again. Then we need to choose the identifier from the dynamic content. This one. Now once again we have to choose a site and then the destined folder. In my case, it is PDF. If the file is already there with the same name, then we choose move with the new name. Now I have to add another condition for Word file, but from there are so many ways to handle this automation at that point. We also have an option to add a parallel branching there. For the Word file, I also made a condition bit trickier, like true and false. Like I need to write a fx command in the condition. It will auto trigger PDF as well as Word file. But I want to make the thing simpler at that point because I was teaching you as a beginner perspective. So that's why I'm adding a new condition instead of just adding a complexity in it. In the condition, we use file name with extension, then ends with .docx docs. Now we just need to add the same action move file. So this is the complete flow. So now we need to save it and then we will move toward testing. Now our flow is saved and now we will see whether or not it will work properly. Now we need to perform a test. Always choose manual testing in the beginning. In the upload folder, we need to upload a PDF file. This will trigger a flow. So we need to wait a bit. And now this is running. We need to check whether or not it will move a file successfully. It is still running. It successfully moves the file to the dedicated PDF folder. Now we need to check whether or not file is present in the PDF folder or not. We will see. So we will see there is no file in the upload folder. That's mean the file will be in the PDF folders. This is the PDF folder. Here is our file. Now we have to test this with the Word document and see whether or not it will work. In the uploads folder, we need to upload a Word file. Now it will trigger a flow. The flow is running fine. And you will see now it will skip the first condition and now it will execute the second condition. So it is a bit easier. Now this is the complete flow. You will see it skips the PDF move file part, but it executes the Word file part. There is no file in the upload, and in the documents folder we have a Word file. So in this way, our fourth automation is completed and it is fully automated and it is working fine. Now we need to move towards our final fifth automation of this video. Status change alert. Whenever anything in the SharePoint list changes or any task changes, we will get a email notification. Let's proceed with another cloud flow. When an item is created or modified, so this is our trigger. We need to select the site as well as call. Now we will add some delay. After the delay, we will add another this. We need an ID from the identifier, and we also need all the columns. So we will select them, and then we need to add a condition. In the condition, we first need to add a status from the trigger is not equals to status of value from the get items. After that, we will add send an email. Subject, we have to say status change alert. In the body, we will put like task is modified. Now we will save the flow. Now we need to test the flow. We just need to add a new task, and that's it. So now the flow is working fine, and I have received an email already. So this is the status change alert. Task is modified. That's it for this video. Hope you guys like the video. If you like the video and if you think the video is helpful, support my channel, like it, subscribe it, and also if you have any question, let me know in the comment box. Meet you in the next video.